now that we have this nice string representation, we want it to show whenever we output the card to the screen. So here's the card, it's still mapped to 44. When we put card like this, we get some default representation on the screen. It tells us that, all right, this is the module main. We talked about that before. Here's the class. This is actually the ID. So if you do ID of card and make the hex representation of it, you get that same number right there. So it gives you some default information, but that's not what we want. We want to actually see this card. So Python, this is very interesting. This is something new. Gives you a way to control this default representation on the screen. And this is by defining this repr special method. So there's 2 underscores before and after. This repr, we call it dunder repr, so double underscore repr. And so I'm going to show you how to implement this. And you can do this for any class, but Python will call this method whenever it needs to display it as display your object as a string. So the way it works is you have to use double underscore repr, double underscore, and then here all you have to do is return some kind of string. So you can return anything you want. You can say some string, and now when I create card, it will show that string like this. So it'll call this function whenever it is output to the screen, and it will return whatever the string is. Now, we don't want this, of course. What we want is this over here. Instead of card.rank, we're going to use self. That's referring to the card itself. So we've already done this work. Now I want to do that. So this will be the 7 of diamonds. So that's pretty cool. And we can do some others. We can just create some more cards. Top one is 51. Right here, there's a few more cards. So that's pretty cool. So now we get a nice visual representation of the cards because we've implemented this special repr method. Now there's a lot of special methods that Python allows you to define. There's something like 100 or so. I'm just going to go through a few of them that work out well with our classes. This needs a lot more special detail in order to understand the full mechanism behind this, but I figured I could show you some of them that make sense with our project, and you can get started learning about these special methods. So that is the repr special method for having a nice customized string representation of your object on the screen when it's printed out.